Intercom 2020, the main changes. Some of the few issue and changes that are being evaluated to be included in the new editions of the Encounter in 2020 are the letter C is unfold, FCA into Encounter, FAC is the most news Encounter. It's about the 40% of the international trades operation are carried out with this Encounter since it is very versatile and allows the delivers of goods in the different phase, seller address, land transportation terminal, port, airport, and etc. That the most of the times are in the seller's country. The committee is thinking about the possibility of create to Encounter FCA, one of the terrestrial delivery and another for the maritime delivery. So dito guys, sinasabi po nila na sa pamamagitan ng FCA into Encounter, pinapabilis po nila dito yung pag-deliver ng goods in the different place, like sa address or sa land transportation terminal o sa port o sa airport. Ayan, gamit po yung mga yan. Is FOB and CIF for the container shipping. The modifications made in the editions in Encounter 2010 that when the merchandise does not travel in the container, Encounter FOB and CIF should not be used, but their counterpart of FCA and CIP are not being applied by the vast majority of the exporting and importing companies, nor an agency involved in international trade. Freight forwarder, logistic, operation bank, and etc. This is the due to the fact of the FUB and ICF are the two very old Encounter. The FOB was already used in England at the end of 18th century, and the International Chamber of Commerce has not made an effort to transmit this change accurately, which is very important since approximately 80% of the world trade is made in container. In the Encounter 2020 versions, it is possible that FUB and ICIF can be used against border container shipping. Was case with Encounter 2000 and early version. So sinasabi dito guys, ang FOB and CIF para sa pagpapadala ng lalagyan. So ito yung mga container na dumarating o binabagsak sa custom, at ang pagbabagong ginagawa sa edition ng Encounter noong 2010 na kapag ang merchandise ay hindi naglalakbay sa isang lalagyan, ang Encounter ng FUB at FCI ay hindi dapat gamitin. Ngunit ang kanilang mga katapatan sa FCA at FCI ay FCA at CIF ay hindi inilalapat ng karamihan sa mga kumpanyang nag-export ng magbangko, dahil ito ay dahil sa katotohanan na ang FOB at CIF ay dalawang napakatandang Encounter. Ginamit na ang FOB sa England noon 18th century. So patagal-tagal na po yun nung buhay pa po dyan yung mga bayani natin on. At ang International Chamber ng Commerce ay hindi nasaklab ng mundo, ay hindi naiatid sa pagbabagong ito ng sapat, kung saan ay napakalaga dahil lumigit 80% na kalakalan sa buong mundo ay ginawang sa isang lalagyan sa version na Encounter 2020. The possible magagamit muli ang FOB and CIF para sa mga nagpapadala ng container tulad ng nangyayari noong Encounter 2020. So, ganun guys. katulad ng mga nakikita natin sa custom, ayan, ang daming mga container na dumarating. So, yun guys, galing sa mga iba-ibang lugar. Tayo rin ay export tsaka nag-import tayo. So, kapag may pumapasok, yun yung tinatawag nilang mga bagahe galing sa ibang country. So, dito naman guys, sa letter E, the creation of a new encountered, the NCI, the new encountered, will be denominated as the CNI, or tinatawag nilang cost and insurance, and will cover a gap between FCA and CIF, unlike the CFA, which would include the cost of international assurance on amount of the seller exported, and as the opposed to CFR and CIF, that would not include the freight, as in the other encountered in C. This is the encountered would be an arrival, and the risk of transport will be the transmitted from the seller to the buyer at the port of departure. So dito guys, madali lang yung paliwanag dito. So ganito lang yung pinaka main ano yan. Ang ibig sabihin na sa letter E is ang panganib ng transportasyon ay naipapadala sa nagbebenta mula sa bumibili. So halimbawa, ikaw, bumili ka sa China, so yung China is i-deliver dito sa mismong Pilipinas. So, ikaw naman na nagbebenta, kung ikaw naman ang nagbebenta, sila ang bumibili. Kung halimbawa, sa Pilipinas ka nakatira, sa China siya, kung sila ay bumili sa Pilipinas, so ikaw, matik na may papadala mo sa China. So, ganun lang po yun. To encounter terms based on DDP, as a CFA and DDP deliver duty paid is also generate some problems due to the facts that the customs duties in the importing countries are paid by the exported sellers regardless of the place of delivery of the goods. From this reason, the drafting committee is consider creating two encounter terms based on DDP. The first is DDP delivery as the terminal fee when the goods are delivered to the terminal ports, airport, or transportation center, and etc. In this country of the buyers and the sellers assume the payment of custom duties. And the second is DPP, the delivery at place paid when the good are delivered at any place other than a transport terminal. For the example, at buyer address and the sellers assume the payment of the custom duties. In additions to the eliminations and creations of sound income terms, the drafting committee is analyzed the other issue to include in the new version of the Encounters 2020. Among them are the transportation security, regulation of transportation, insurance, and lastly, the relationship between the encounters and the international sales contract. So dito, tulad ng sinabi ko sa dalawa, batay sa DDP, nagdudulot din ng ilang problema dahil sa katotohanan na ang custom duties sa imported countries ay binabayaran ng exported sellers sa anuman lugar na pag-aatiran ng kalakal. So dito nagbabayad sila ng kada deliver ng ano nila is automatic silang nagbabayad. So para sa kadaliang ito ay sinasanghalang ang drafting committee sa paglikha ng dalawang encounters batay sa DDP. The first is the DTP. Ito yung tinatawag nilang delivery and terminal fee. So, dito sinasabi na kapag ang mga kalakal ay hinaatid sa isang terminal o sa mga port, airport, o saan man, sa NAIA, transport, sa Clark, sa bansa na bumibili at ipinalalagay at pinabebenta ang pagbabayad ng tungkulin sa custom. So, lahat ng dumarating sa airport sa mga is magbabayad sila sa custom. At the second is DPP. So, naiatid sa lugar na binayaran. Kapag ang kalakal ay naiatid sa anumang lugar, maliban sa isang terminal ng transportation, alimbawa, ang address ay bumibili sa ipinalagay sa pagbebenta at pagbabayad ng tungkulin sa custom. So, alimbawa dito, cash on delivery. Kung sa isa naman is magbabayad ka sa mismong mga airport, ito naman, magbabayad ka kapag mismong i-deliver na sa'yo. So, bilang karagdagan sa pag-alis at paglikha ng encounter, sinusiri yung drafting committee ng iba pang mga issue bago ang version ng Encounter 2020. So, sinasangalang dito yung seguridad sa transportation. Syempre, kailangan yung mga bagayeng ipinadala nila, kung ano yung pinadala sa custom, dapat rin ganun din yung matatanggap ng customer natin. The second is the regulation and insurance the transportation. So, kailangan dito kapag may nawala man is dapat may pananagutan yung mayari ng custom na nagde-deliver, sapagkat kapag may nasira silang bagay, kailangan nilang bayaran yon. Kasi ikaw is nagbayad ka sa kanila. So, kung kailangan ihatid nila ng buo sa iyo, walang kulang, walang labis. At the third is ang ugnayan sa pagitan ng encounter at international seal contact. Yon. Kailangan may ugnayan tayo sa nagde-deliver and sa pinaganuan natin para in case na may magkaaberya man is meron tayong matatawagan at meron tayong transaction to communicate and pwede natin i-send yung feedback natin. Over the next few months, the committee will meet periodically to address this and other issue that will be eventually to incorporated into the Encounters 2020. Hopefully, the version of the Encounters 2020 that comes into force on January 1, 2020 will serve to facilitate the international trade between the exporters and importers, adapting to the changes that have occurred in the last decades. So, the new Encounters 2020 will take effect on January 1, 2020. In these versions drafted by the International Chamber of Commerce include some changes in relation to the previous version in Encounters rules. So, dito, yung nasabi dito sa panapanaw na nagpupulong yung committee upang tugunan ang mga ito at ang iba pang mga issue na kalaunan ay sinasama sa Encounters 2020. So, ang version ng Encounters 2020 ay magkakabisa lamang sa January 1, 2020. Ay magsisilbing pangasiwaan ang international na kalakalan or international trade sa pagitan ng exporter at importer. Sa mga export at import na umangkop sa mga pagbabago na nagaganap sa nakalipas na dekada.